Welcome to Banana Bread Trades. Here we talk about trading futures. Shit post on Discord, post dank memes, and most importantly, eat banana bread and make money.
Welcome everyone to Banana Bread Trades. My name is Goose, and welcome back to another episode of today's recap and tomorrow's trade plan, where we recap today and make a trade plan for tomorrow. And yeah, let's get right into it. Today was honestly a pretty slow day. And what did we talk about yesterday? Well, we talked about wanting to get long if we wicked past that overnight gap that we had, which was at, let's switch over to the 15-minute chart here real quick, which was at, let me zoom in, 53.27 to 53.30-ish, just right around there. That was our overnight gap from Sunday night that we had. And we wanted to see that wicked. And once that wicked, then we would start looking for longs. And if we got some good longs, we really wanted to get long on a retest of Friday POC at 53.19. And then we had some more levels down below if we got some pullbacks from, our CPI move, and maybe go back and refill some of this volume. However, today, right at open, we filled that gap and then just insta-mooned. And I mean, it didn't really moon that hard. We didn't have a huge move today at all, really. We caught a little bit of a bid there right as soon as that gap filled. And then we sold right back down to the gap and then just chopped right around, the POC of the day, which was right around that gap. So we missed the long, and that's what we kind of talked about that's what we talked about on Sunday night, was if we don't go all the way down to 53.20 and it catches a bid without us, then we're going to be okay on missing the long, and maybe we'll just scalp around on NQ. And that is exactly what we did today. We missed the long, and I'm a little bit bummed about missing the long. I wasn't at the charts right at open. I was actually upstairs making coffee. I had alerts set to where if we actually sold down to 53.20, then I would, sprint downstairs to charts because we were getting right in the level that I wanted. But on RS today as well, it was our golden bull longs up setup that I usually will just blindly long. And, like I said, I wasn't at charts. We mooned without me. It was a really good setup to long, but also not the level I was looking to long. So I don't know. It was just kind of a tough day as far as missing that long. I'm a little bummed I missed it, but also, I mean, I would have held a runner till close anyway, and that runner just would have died break even. So I'm not that bummed, especially with the fact that we caught some scalps on M and Q as well. And let's go ahead and go over and look at those scalps as well. So if you go to Discord, we have an accountability channel in here, and I've started my own journal in here as well. I used to post in the daily review. Now I'm doing my own journal. And everyone is allowed to make their own journal in here as well. So if you're in the Discord and you've always thought about doing one, you totally should, because it helps you put all of your info and trade plans and your executions kind of out there in public for accountability's sake, but also to help you get help from other really good traders in the Discord, and maybe not so good traders at, Joel. Just kidding, Joel. I love you. But kind of helps you get out there, and, 2 heads are better than 1, and 750 heads are better than 1. So it's really good to kind of work through those issues as well and just kind of put your stuff out there. So here I have my trade plan from yesterday, same thing we talked about in the video. And then I'm also going to be posting my executions as well. So let's talk about what we did on M&Q first thing off the bat. First thing I did is I came out here late. The long had already happened. I waited for some consolidation and a pullback. When real big buyers kicked in on that consolidation, I went ahead, got long just for a scalp because we have a horrible entry because we're longing late. So I don't hold runners, and we just take our 25 points here on our first scalp long. And then we wait for a little bit. We actually ended up switching over to our ES account because, as you guys know, I copy trade my 20 Apex accounts, and I'll copy trade 10 and 10 at a time. So because I had 10 of them that had already had a trade now, I switched to the other 10 to ensure that, all 20 can, hopefully get a nice P&L on the day. So I switched over to my other 10, and we ended up taking a couple shorts, and the short I was looking for actually happened later I was looking for this move right here, but it ended up coming later in the day. I missed it, so I mean that's on me. But I was trying to catch this short. I was shorting in the wrong spot. We had some consolidation here, but I was also just shorting the top of the range as well because all-time highs were right here at this level as well. So I was, kind of going against what I say of like I don't short all-time highs, but in this situation, the selling was really apparent. Like we kept pushing into these highs, and buyers would just evaporate completely. So it was kind of a clear short setup, but something I would definitely take with light risk. So that's what I was doing. Not something I would totally recommend, but like I said, following our plan of taking some scalps on MNQ if we miss the long. So that's what we did. Took a couple short scalps, finally got a break even on that one, and it ended up mooning without us. And then we didn't trade MNQ the rest of the afternoon with all of this going on, but we did try some trades on MES. And I took these very lightly because, like I said, we missed the main long. And I tried a long right here and realized after all of my MNQ trades I was taking that maybe I was over trading a little bit and I was trying to make something out of nothing. So I actually ended up killing this for about break even. And I was like, you know what? Let's go to lunch, kind of get some fresh air, come back, sit down, and see if anything else happens this afternoon. And while I was out at lunch, some action did happen. And we kind of got this sell, got a sell again. And then we got a real big sell. There was actually some FOMC speaker going on as well. And so he was saying some, not necessarily bearish stuff, but some not great stuff either. He was talking, we got some volatility. We wicked opening range really hard on ES. And then I went ahead and longed the reclaim of opening range. It almost came back all the way and got my stop, but we were really light here. We were only 3 MES on this trade. I mean, it was copy trade, but leverage was light. And we took profit pretty early at about 5 to 6 points on MES. And then we left one runner. That runner ended up dying. And so that was pretty much all of our trade. We didn't really make much profit here because two of the contracts, we basically got 5 points on one MES. That was our, because we got one stop for 5 points, one win for 5 points, or 2 wins for 5 points. So basically, not much for P&L on ES right there. All of our P&L for today came from our M&Q trades, which wasn't a lot, but it was all right. And here's our rocket scooter map as well. Like I said, if you go to our best setup ever section in the Discord, I talk about this exact setup right here. It is a perfect golden bull long up opportunity. Yes, it opened in between the levels, but I mean, still the invalidation point is still pretty close right there with hedge pressure and the bear wall being right here. And I mean, everything was really great. The risk was really great for a great long this morning. I just missed it. And I talked about this trade here as well. So that's my day. So let's go ahead and talk about what we're planning for tomorrow. And overall, our plan has not changed whatsoever. We consolidated all day. The only thing we did was wick that overnight gap, but we actually haven't gone back and tested any of the levels that I really wanted to long yet. So as far as our trade plan tomorrow, it stays exactly the same as what it was yesterday. We want to long pullbacks and backfill some of this volume from CPI. And if it ends up going without us and just, buying up without us, that is totally okay. We will wait for some structure to form and then maybe form a new plan, but I'm not marrying really any longs until we kind of backfill a little bit of this volume here. So first area we're going to look to long is 53.19, 53.20-ish. We want to see that previous POC, which was Friday's POC, get tested. We want to see it hold, and then we'll get long after the level is wicked and reclaimed and buyers are strong. Then we'll get long and hold for new all-time highs. Same thing with the CPI breakout level down here at 52.75. I would expect this one to be a pretty deep pullback right here with this area right here. I expect that to be kind of a more volatile situation. So we're going to let that level wick. We're not going to be impatient on this level. We're going to wait for it to reclaim and buyers to be strong. And then we will enter in appropriately with our stop wherever it needs to be to where it makes sense. And then again, target all-time highs. And then our final long area that we want to look at is going to be 52.50. This was that breakout move before CPI, as well as, If we look on our swing profile, let's switch over to the, I guess we can pull it up right here. We're not that far out, which is also the POC of this upswing move. So we're going to be looking for that area to get wicked, tested, consolidated in. And then if we can break out above that, buyers hold, it's reclaimed, then we'll get long there, taking profit along the way at these major levels of resistance, but ultimately targeting all-time highs. And below that, then we'll start looking at a different situation. But as for now, like as far as the uptrend goes, I am still bullish as long as this maximum defense level number 1 here, as long as that holds, I'm retaining that this is just a bullish uptrend. And if we get a pullback, it's nothing more than just a pullback. But under that, like I said, then we kind of change our idea of this move. So that's what I have for today and for tomorrow. NQ, we'll be watching the same thing as we're watching on ES, but I'm not really planning any big swing moves. If I play on NQ, it won't be till after any of these major ES moves or ES levels are tested. So that's what I'm watching for there. That's what I'm watching for on ES. Let's have a great day tomorrow and let's kick some ass.
Premium butter, 3 bananas, 2 eggs, your preference of chocolate chips, 2 teaspoons vanilla extracts, 2 cups flour, 1 cup sugar, salt for brown sugar to change it up, 1 teaspoon baking soda, half teaspoon salt, half teaspoon cinnamon, bake for 45 minutes at 350 degrees. After you pull it out of the oven, immediately cover it in tin foil and leave set at room temperature overnight. The tin foil locks in the moisture so that when you cut into it, the next day you have super moist and delicious bread. And that's how you make the world's best banana bread. Eat banana bread made